Ukraine in 2024, a nation at the crossroads of conflict and resilience. As we delve into the complexities of Ukraine's current situation in October 2024, it's crucial to understand the multifaceted nature of the challenges facing this Eastern European nation. The ongoing conflict with Russia, which began in 2014 and escalated dramatically in February 2022, continues to shape Ukraine's political landscape, economy, and international relations. This article aims to provide a comprehensive analysis of Ukraine's current state, examining the military situation, diplomatic efforts, economic challenges, and the resilience of its people. The conflict in Ukraine has evolved into a grueling war of attrition. Both Ukrainian and Russian forces have dug in along a sprawling front line that stretches across the eastern and southern regions of the country. The much-anticipated Ukrainian counteroffensive, launched in the summer of 2023, made limited territorial gains but failed to achieve the decisive breakthrough many had hoped for. Key battlegrounds remain in the Donbas region, particularly around the cities of Bakhmut and Avdiivka, where intense fighting continues. The southern front, including areas in Zaporizhzhia and Kherson oblasts, has seen sporadic advances and retreats from both sides. Western support for Ukraine remains a crucial factor to reduce aid due to economic constraints and shifting political priorities. Russia has adapted its strategy, focusing on long-range missile and drone attacks on Ukrainian infrastructure while fortifying its defensive positions. The Wagner Group's failed mutiny in 2023 exposed cracks in the Russian military structure, but the overall impact on Russia's war effort has been limited. Efforts to find a diplomatic solution to the conflict have been sporadic and largely unsuccessful. The international community continues to push for peace talks, but fundamental disagreements over territorial integrity and security guarantees remain significant obstacles. Ukraine's journey towards European Union membership has progressed, with the country achieving candidate status and implementing various reforms to align with EU standards. However, full membership remains a distant goal. NATO membership, a contentious issue that partly sparked the conflict, remains on hold due to the ongoing war and concerns about further escalation with Russia. Ukraine has worked tirelessly to maintain international support and attention on the conflict. President Volodymyr Zelensky's leadership and diplomatic efforts have been crucial in this regard. However, as the war drags on, there are signs of Ukraine fatigue in some quarters of the international community. The Ukrainian economy continues to face severe challenges due to the ongoing conflict. Key industrial areas in the east remain under Russian occupation or are too close to the front lines for normal operations. Agricultural exports, a crucial part of Ukraine's economy, have been hampered by the instability in the Black Sea region. Despite the ongoing conflict, Ukraine and its international partners have begun planning for post-war reconstruction. The scale of the task is enormous, with estimates for rebuilding costs running into hundreds of billions of dollars. The Ukrainian government has emphasized the need for a green reconstruction, focusing on sustainable and modern infrastructure. International financial institutions, including the IMF and World Bank, continue to provide crucial support to Ukraine's economy. However, the long-term sustainability of this support and Ukraine's ability to manage its growing debt burden remain concerns. The humanitarian crisis triggered by the war continues to affect millions of Ukrainians. Internally displaced persons and refugees face ongoing challenges, though many who fled in the early stages of the war have returned. The destruction of civilian infrastructure, particularly energy facilities, has led to hardships, especially during winter months. The war has further solidified a distinct Ukrainian national identity, separate from Russia. This cultural resilience has been a source of strength for the nation, fostering unity in the face of adversity. However, the prolonged conflict has also taken a toll on the mental health of the population. Ukraine faces significant demographic challenges due to the war. The loss of life, emigration of skilled workers, and the trauma experienced by a generation of children will have long-lasting effects on the country's social fabric and economy. The conflict in Ukraine continues to be fought not just on the physical battlefield, but also in the digital realm. Information warfare, including disinformation campaigns and cyber attacks, remains a significant aspect of the conflict. Ukraine has effectively leveraged social media and digital platforms to maintain international support and counter Russian narratives. Despite the challenges of wartime, Ukraine has strived to maintain press freedom. However, the need to control sensitive information for national security purposes has led to some restrictions. International journalists continue to play a crucial role in reporting on the conflict, though access to certain areas remains limited. As Ukraine enters its third year of full-scale war, the nation stands at a crossroads. The resilience of its people and the support of the international community have been remarkable, but the challenges ahead remain daunting. The outcome of this conflict will have far-reaching implications not just for Ukraine, but for the global geopolitical order. The path to peace, reconstruction, and European integration is long and fraught with obstacles. Yet, the determination shown by Ukrainians in the face of adversity suggests that, regardless of the immediate outcomes of the war, the nation's identity and aspirations will endure. As the world watches and supports Ukraine's struggle, the coming months and years will be critical in determining the future of this pivotal Eastern European nation and the broader implications for international security and cooperation.